Good morning, children. Today we will learn about the factors affecting adsorption of gases on solid, what we have started in the previous video. Now, if we look at the factors affecting the adsorption of gases on solid, then we found that following factors, these are the factors which influence the adsorption of gases on solid. And the first one is nature of adsorbate, that is nature of gases. Second, nature of adsorbent. Third, specific area. Fourth, pressure of the gas. Fifth, temperature. And sixth, activation of adsorbent. Now, we have discussed already the first factor, nature of adsorbent, that is nature of gases. Here, the rule is that if the gas is easily liquefiable, then its extent of adsorption will be greater. Means greater the ease of liquefaction of the gas, greater will be the extent of adsorption. For example, if we have the gases like hydrogen, nitrogen, methane, HCl, ammonia and SO2, then the extent of adsorption increases in this sequence as the ease of liquefaction increases in the same manner. And as we know that the ease of liquefaction of any gas depends upon the critical temperature of the gas. Now, higher is the critical temperature, greater will be the ease of liquefaction of the gas and greater will be the extent of adsorption. Clear? Now we will take the second factor, nature of adsorbent. Nature of adsorbent here refers to the attraction between the surface atoms of surface particles of the adsorbent and molecules of the adsorbent. For example, if we take the same adsorbent and we study the adsorption of different gases. For example, suppose we take charcoal as adsorbent material, and first we study about the adsorption of hydrogen gas over this charcoal, and then we study the adsorption of ammonia gas on the charcoal. What we found is that the adsorption of ammonia on the surface of charcoal takes place to the greater extent as compared to hydrogen. What this means that the charcoal particles, carbon particles has greater attraction for ammonia molecule as compared to for hydrogen gas. Similarly, if you take the nickel as an adsorbent and again we try the same gases hydrogen and ammonia over the nickel surface, then we notice that the hydrogen gas adsorbs to the greater extent as compared to ammonia, because here the atoms of nickel that are present on the surface, they have greater attraction for the hydrogen gas as compared to ammonia, because here the way of adsorption is chemical adsorption, as the surface atoms possess unutilized balances and then they attract the hydrogen molecules to make the chemical bond on the surface, but they cannot make the bond with the ammonia molecule because their attraction for ammonia is very less or very weak. So in this way you can say that it is the nature of adsorbent. Nature means the interaction, that is attraction between the surface atoms of adsorbent as well as the adsorbate gas molecules. Now we will take the third case, specific area. Children, it has been observed that if the adsorbent is taken in powdered form or in a small particle form, then the extent of adsorption is larger. This is because the smaller the particle of the substance, greater will be the surface area. and if the surface area is greater, then the extent of adsorption takes place to the greater extent. एक experiment करते हैं. मान लीजिए, suppose if we take two beakers and then we put 1 molar acetic acid solution in both. 1 molar acetic acid aqueous solution in both cases. Now in first case we put 1 gram charcoal, but this will be in the form of lump. But in second case we again take 1 gram charcoal, but now it is in the form of powder, or it is in the form of coarse particles. After a gap of 10 minutes, when we take out the pieces of the charcoal and measure the concentration of the solution, then we notice that the decrease in the concentration is greater in second beaker as compared to in first case. It means when charcoal is taken in the form of particle, then they adsorb the molecules of acetic acid that is present as a solute in the solution to greater extent. And if they remove the acetic acid, then automatically the concentration of solution is lowered. So then we can say that the extent of adsorption is larger if the surface area of the adsorbent is larger. The surface area available per gram of adsorbent is also called as specific area of the adsorbent. A specific area. What is a specific area? It is the surface area available per gram of adsorbent for adsorption to take place, and it is measured in terms of meter square per gram or centimeter square per gram. That is the area, surface area available per gram of adsorbent for adsorption to take place. Now we will take the most important factor, that is the pressure of the gas. Now if we see how the pressure has effect on adsorption of gases on solid, then we have to see what type of phenomenon is adsorption and what happens to the pressure of the gas when adsorption takes place. Actually, if we have some gas and then some adsorbent, then the gas molecules adsorb on the surface of adsorbent, gas over adsorbent, and during this process heat is liberated. Now after some times the backward process, desorption, also begins. Desorption and the pressure of the gas become constant after some times. Then we say that this process approach the equilibrium condition, and when the adsorption equilibrium is attained, then the rate of adsorption becomes equal to rate of desorption. इसको ऐसे समझ सकते हैं, suppose we take some gas enclosed in a cylinder or in some closed container, and then we attach manometer to it to measure its pressure. Let the pressure of the gas inside this container, inside this closed system, is P. Now suppose we put 1 gram of charcoal into it. This is charcoal, and then again we attach the manometer to measure its pressure. What happens? The pressure of the gas decreases as this charcoal attracts to the gas molecules and retain on its surface. So initially what we notice is that the pressure of the gas decreases in the container, and after some time it becomes constant. When the pressure becomes constant, Also we notice that the amount of gas adsorbed on the charcoal also become constant. So when pressure become constant, amount of gas on the charcoal surface become constant. So this shows that the system has attained equilibrium, and at equilibrium, as we know that the two opposing process approach the equal rate, that is the rate of adsorption and rate of desorption becomes equal. Initially होता क्या है कि when the whole surface is free, जो शुरू में हम चारकोल ऐड करते हैं तो जो सरफेस है वो फ्री है एंड इट इन्वाइट्स द गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स एंड रिटेन देम ऑन द सरफेस. लेकिन जैसे जैसे सरफेस पर पॉपुलेशन बढ़ता है वैसे वैसे उनके बीच में थर्मल एजिटेशन भी बढ़ता है, जिससे उनकी जो सरफेस को लीविंग टेंडेंसी है, जिसको हम डिजॉर्प्शन बोलते हैं, रिमूवल, वो बढ़ने लगता है. एंड आफ्टर सम टाइम्स द रेट ऑफ एडजॉर्प्शन और रेट ऑफ डिजॉर्प्शन दोनों इक्वल हो जाता है, प्रेशर कांस्टेंट हो जाता है, अमाउंट ऑफ गैस ऑन द सरफेस कांस्टेंट हो जाता है, एंड देन द सिस्टम अप्रोचेस द इक्विलिब्रियम. तो जब भी एडजॉर्प्शन होगा, एडजॉर्प्शन इज ऑलवेज accompanied with decrease in pressure. Adsorption always accompanied with decrease in pressure. So it means कि अगर हम फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं, प्रेशर डिक्रीज कर रहा है, तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि अगर हम प्रेशर को बढ़ाते जाएं तो जो एक्सटेंट ऑफ एडजॉर्प्शन है वो क्या होना चाहिए, बढ़ते जाना चाहिए. लेकिन विद इंक्रीज इन प्रेशर हाउ द एक्सटेंट ऑफ एडजॉर्प्शन इंक्रीजेस, क्या ये लगातार कंटिन्यूअसली बढ़ता रहता है या सम डिफरेंट बिहेवियर इज ऑब्जर्व. तो इसके लिए हम ग्राफ का हेल्प लेंगे. हाउ द एक्सटेंट ऑफ एडजॉर्प्शन वेरीज विद द वेरिएशन इन द प्रेशर ऑफ द गैस एट इक्विलिब्रियम. तो इसके लिए अगर हम देखें, इफ वी प्लॉट द वेरिएशन ऑफ extent of gas adsorbed with the pressure equilibrium. So suppose x upon m, this x upon m is called as extent of adsorption. Extent of adsorption, where x is mass of adsorbate and m is mass of adsorbent. Actually ये surface area of adsorbent, but it is not possible to measure the surface area as the adsorbent is taken in the form of particles in the coarse grain form. So it is not easier to find out the area of that coarse particles of the adsorbent. But as we know that the surface area available per gram of the adsorbent is called its specific area. So that's why the area is measured in terms of the mass of adsorbent taken. So it means if we take 1 gram of adsorbent in the form of coarse particle. So this is the mass of the gas adsorbed per gram of the adsorbent. इसको हम ऐसा समझेंगे. So this is plotted on ordinate on y-axis and equilibrium pressure P equilibrium, this is on x-axis. Now what we notice at different temperature. When the temperature is very low, the variation of x upon m with respect to equilibrium pressure goes somewhat like this one when the pressure is very low. लेकिन जैसे जैसे suppose here the pressure is 83 Kelvin, but if we take at some high temperature, then it goes like this one, like this. Similarly, here also if we find out further, then it goes like this one. So this is at some high temperature, 198 Kelvin. Now again, if we increase the temperature, then it goes somewhat like this one at 244 Kelvin. Now if we further raise the temperature, then it varies somewhat like this one at 273 Kelvin. Now children, if you see the graph, for every variation the temperature is kept constant. You see this is 273, 244, 198 and this is 83 Kelvin. But in all cases you are seeing that initially when the pressure is low, when equilibrium pressure is low, then the variation of x upon m with respect to P equilibrium pressure is linear. It is a straight line. But afterward, if we further increase the pressure, then it takes curvature. It means that कि जितना हम प्रेशर बढ़ा रहे हैं उतना एक्सटेंट ऑफ एब्जॉर्प्शन नहीं बढ़ रहा है. और लास्टली हमको एक ऐसा भी प्रेशर यहाँ पर हर ग्राफ में मिल रहा है कि उसके बाद अगर हम प्रेशर को बढ़ा दें तो एक्सटेंट ऑफ एब्जॉर्प्शन में जो बढ़ोतरी है, जो इंक्रीज है, वो हमें नोटिस नहीं होता है. एंड दिस प्रेशर इज कॉल्ड एज सैचुरेशन प्रेशर, RPS. So in this way we can explain how if the temperature is kept constant, the extent of absorption varies with the equilibrium pressure. Now we can explain this by using Freundlich adsorption isotherm. So what is isotherm? Isotherm means a graph which is drawn at constant temperature. Isotherm. Iso means same and therma means temperature. So when the graph is drawn at constant temperature, तो इसको समझने के लिए कि फ्रेंडलिच ने जो एब्जॉर्प्शन आइसोथर्म दिया, इसको एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए कि जो प्रेशर का इफेक्ट है एक्सटेंट ऑफ एब्जॉर्प्शन पर वो क्या है और कैसे एक्सटेंट ऑफ एब्जॉर्प्शन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू इक्विलिब्रियम प्रेशर वेरी करता है. तो हम इसमें केवल एक लाइन को रखेंगे, बाकी सबको मिटा देंगे ये जानने के लिए कि फ्रेंडलिच एब्जॉर्प्शन आइसोथर्म कैसे काम करता है. सपोज हम केवल एक लाइन यहां रखते हैं इसको लाइक दिस एट 244 Kelvin. तो अब फ्रेंडलिच ने क्या ऑब्जर्व किया? फ्रेंडलिच एब्जॉर्प्शन आइसोथर्म है क्या कि इट इज द वेरिएशन ऑफ एक्सटेंट ऑफ एब्जॉर्प्शन with respect to equilibrium pressure at particular temperature. So now if we explain this variation of x upon m with respect to equilibrium pressure, so this can be divided into three parts. First part is at lower pressures up to this, तो इसको हम फर्स्ट पार्ट नोटिस करेंगे. इसके बाद ये हमारा दूसरा पार्ट है इंटरमीडिएट, और हमारा तीसरा पार्ट है जो कि हायर प्रेशर्स पर है. हायर प्रेशर्स मीन्स जो सैचुरेशन प्रेशर है उसके बाद के प्रेशर पर ये कैसे वेरी करता है. सो देयर आर थ्री पार्ट्स इन द कर्व इन दिस आइसोथर्म. यहाँ पर तीन पार्ट है. जो अगर हम फर्स्ट पार्ट को एक्सप्लेन करें बच्चों, जो हमारा ये लोअर प्रेशर्स पर है, तो यहाँ पर हम ये देख रहे हैं कि x upon m varies linearly with equilibrium pressure. So this is x upon m is directly proportional to equilibrium pressure raised to power 1, और ये कब हो रहा है? At low pressures. It shows linear relationship. Now अगर हम थर्ड पार्ट पर देखें, when the pressure is high, when pressure is greater than PS. What is PS? That is saturation pressure. That is once the surface of adsorbent is completely occupied by the adsorbent molecule. That is PS. तो अगर हम प्रेशर को सैचुरेशन प्रेशर के बाद बढ़ाते हैं तो हम क्या नोटिस कर रहे हैं कि x upon m become independent of equilibrium pressure. प्रेशर चाहे जितना बढ़ा दें लेकिन एक्सटेंट ऑफ एब्जॉर्प्शन पर कोई बढ़ोतरी, कोई इंक्रीज नहीं हो रहा है. लेकिन इन दोनों के बीच में ये पोर्शन जो कर्वेचर का है, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एक्चुअली दिस एक्सप्लेन्स द कंप्लीट आइसोथर्म, दिस सेकेंड पोर्शन. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इन सेकेंड पोर्शन एट इक्विलिब्रियम प्रेशर्स, सेकेंड पोर्शन में क्या देखते हैं? एट intermediate equilibrium pressure। अब इंटरमीडिएट का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है वो ये है कि ना तो ये बहुत कम है, जो कि यहां पर देख रहे हैं जहां तक लीनियर रिलेशन है, और ना ही बहुत ज्यादा है जो कि पीएस के बियॉन्ड है, उसके बीच में है ये। तो ऐसे कंडीशन में हम बच्चों यहां पर क्या देख रहे हैं कि x अपॉन m इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू इक्विलिब्रियम प्रेशर रेज टू पावर इन बिटवीन 1 एंड 0। तो अगर पावर 1 और 0 में हो रहा है, so it means it is fractional value and it is represented by power 1 upon n. So we can write this isotherm as x upon m is equal to, अब प्रोपोर्शन की जगह इक्वल रखेंगे तो यहाँ पर कांस्टेंट इंट्रोड्यूस करेंगे। सो दिस इज k t इक्विलिब्रियम रेज टू पावर 1 by n। सो दिस इज एक्चुअल आइसोथर्म जो कि इस पूरे ग्राफ को एक्सप्लेन करता है। x अपॉन m एक्सटेंट ऑफ एब्जॉर्प्शन, x मास ऑफ एब्जॉर्बिंग, m मास ऑफ एब्जॉर्बिंग, k कांस्टेंट है, n भी कांस्टेंट होगा एट पर्टिकुलर टेम्परेचर फॉर गैसेस, लेकिन n वेरीज विद वेरिएशन इन प्रेशर। फॉर एग्जांपल अगर प्रेशर बहुत लो होता है तो n की वैल्यू अगर 1 ले लेंगे तो 1 अपॉन 1 ही होगा, तो डायरेक्ट रिलेशन शो करेगा इस ग्राफ के लिए। अगर n की वैल्यू बहुत ज्यादा ले जो कि हायर प्रेशर है, तो अगर 1 अपॉन n ज्यादा है तो 1 अपॉन n की वैल्यू नियरली 0 जाएगी। तो नियरली 0 का मतलब ये हुआ कि जब x अपॉन m इंडिपेंडेंट हो जा रहा है प्रेशर पर, वो पोर्शन हमें मिल जा रहा है। सो दिस इज द एक्चुअल isotherm which explains the variation of x upon m with respect to equilibrium pressure। और इसकी वैलिडिटी को जानने के लिए हम इसका लॉग लेते हैं और फिर अगेन हम ग्राफ प्लॉट करते हैं और ये देखते हैं कि ये वैलिड है कि नहीं। तो व्हेन वी टेक द लॉग ऑफ दिस isotherm, so on taking the log of both sides, so this will be equal to log x upon m equal to log of k plus 1 upon n log of equilibrium pressure। अब अगर हम इस इक्वेशन को देखें, so this is the equation just like for straight line, y equal to this is m, this is x और ये c कांस्टेंट है। So if we plot the variation of log of x upon m on ordinate and log of equilibrium pressure on